at Maple Leaf Gardens. From the Nassau County Coliseum, it's the St. Louis Blues and the New York Islanders. The New York Islanders, of course, the first-place team in the Patrick Division, so everyone chasing them, including the Flyers and the Penguins, the game you'll see here tonight. So stay with us here. We'll be ready to face it off in just a moment from the first period. Tom Mees and Bill Clement standing by. Hockey in just a moment. You by the crisp, clean imported taste of Labatt's Blue. It's Blue Heaven. By Volvo, a car you can believe in. And by AT&T, the right choice. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers coming your way in just a moment from the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. These teams are tied for third place in the Patrick Division. So let us take a look at exactly where the entire division stands. Yes, the New York Islanders have returned to their glory days. They stand atop the Patrick Division, just about the toughest division in the National Hockey League. The New Jersey Devils, they have to be the surprise of the National Hockey League this year. Just 3 points back of the Islanders and firmly ensconced in second place in the Patrick Division. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, as you can see, both with 29 points, so it's a very important game tonight, not just because it'll decide who will be in third place, but the Washington Capitals, who are in Toronto to play the Maple Leafs tonight, could move ahead of one of those teams with a victory in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. So it's a very tough division, as usual, the Patrick Division.
Tonight, John, what's happening?
Well, Tom, at the Nassau County Coliseum, the St. Louis Blues are on the board. It was 2-0 Islanders. Tim Bothwell out of Brown. Drop pass to Mark Hunter to Perry Turnbull, and he scores his second of the season. And the Islanders still with a 2-1 lead. Let us go back to Tom Mees now and Bill Clement.
To John Saunders now in our NHL Tonight studios. What's going on Long Island, John?
Tom, it looks as if there could be an overtime on Long Island as well. The Islanders and the Blues all tied up at 2. Herb Ragland fighting off Thomas Janssen, gets the shot away and beats Billy Smith and ties the game at 2-2. The Blues and the Islanders in the third period all knotted up. Back to you.
All right, so the New York Islanders, Bill, who've been playing better this year at home. Remember, last year was a bad year. They're 10-4-1 coming into tonight. St. Louis Blues, although falling behind 2-0, have come back to tie.
St. Louis just never seems to want to go away and shrivel up.
The Flyers had won their 2 at home. However, they win now in Pittsburgh 5-2. Now, another game that is in the third period, tied at 2 apiece. The New York Islanders and the St. Louis Blues. Let us go there now.
If there's the final score, that was an empty net goal. Philadelphia 5-2 over Pittsburgh, and now have gone ahead of Pittsburgh into sole possession of third place. I don't know whether to trust the numbers, but Judy and Larry Hornick, parents of one of our numbers fumblers here, Eric Hornick, 25 years married. 25 years married. 25 years. It's been nice, and you can only hope that we'll be all sitting here at a wonderful hockey game talking about 25 more making 50.
All right, the silver, huh? Randy Wood with a pass up to LaFontaine, who comes over center ice. Got it in from the St. Louis line. Millen handling it. Slapped it off the glass. It went right to Wood. Double team by a couple of Blues. Got it to LaFontaine. A wraparound won't go as he tried to stuff it between the pads of Millen. And there'll be a face-off deep in the St. Louis end of the ice with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in regulation.
It's a classic lean-on there at the corner of the net. Millen leaning, and one of the defensemen, I believe it was Cavallini, the new one, called Cavallini, holding them both up, Randy Wood. Now there's some words. Wood's mad at them. They're mad at him. That's the first good scoring attempt. It wasn't that great. Pat LaFontaine on a wraparound. But Wood was down on the ice. Cavallini was leaning on him, and Millen decided to lean on him also. Here's Wood. He's not easy to knock down, but there's the wraparound attempt by LaFontaine. Here comes Wood. He goes digging. He needs a shovel, not a hockey stick. Now he goes down. Now there's Cavallini.
The St. Louis line. Janssen waits outside, then dumps it in around the boards with her. The shot just went wide with 5 seconds left. Kegney trying to clear it out. LaFontaine held it in. It's centered in front. That's going to do it. For the first time in a dozen games, the Islanders will go to overtime, tied at 2.